Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chai with Us podcast. This is episode number 25. I am Erica, the personal developer.
Hi, and I'm Ivana from Okolo Isabels.
Today we're going to talk about our biggest lessons in life. We are going to try to stick to three lessons each, but, but let's see how it goes. Ivana, what
And
chai are you drinking?
I am drinking a mint tea.
Okay, I am drinking Seven Herbs tea, and I'm
Ooh,
gonna add a little bit of what is it? Oatmeal chocolate milk
what?
to it.
Oh, oatmeal
Oatmeal with
chocolate.
chocolate, yeah.
Interesting.
So, yummy,
Wow, okay.
yummy. Mhm.
Wow. I'll have to try that out one day.
Fancy.
You are fancy.
Yeah, fancy. Uh, my cup says the only thing that it's impossible is the things that you don't try. It's a Spanish word.
Oh,
It
very
was
true.
quite
Very
motivating.
true.
Okay, I'm so excited.
So let's get started. Why don't you start with your first one?
Okay, my first one is I have learned that I can change if I want to change.
Oh, yes. Okay.
That was my biggest lesson because before, like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I thought that I was going to be the same person forever, that
Mm-hmm.
I was going to have the same. And I was like getting confused between actual skills and personality traits. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? I thought I was not a sports person. I thought I was not a morning person. I thought I could only make a certain amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could only have a certain type of relationships. And I thought that I could not change like the situation around me, or that
Mm-hmm.
I could change myself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to be sad all the time because I share this a lot of times here, that
Mm-hmm.
the only thing I wanted when I started my personal development journey was to be happy like 5 times a week. That was my goal. And really, I thought I was going to be this sad person
Okay.
forever, and I changed so much. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm a different person, and I didn't think that that would happen, and it
Mm-hmm.
happened. So I do know now that people can change,
Mm-hmm.
and I would add, if they want to,
Yes.
because
Yes.
sometimes
That's a
we
big one.
we like sitting down waiting for people to change. They don't. That's because they don't
Mm-hmm.
want to, so forget about it. So
Yes.
if you want, yes, you can change, and you will
Mm-hmm.
change.
I think you're absolutely right. I think you need to have the desire to change because if you don't, nothing is going to change.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure.
I think one of mine is that the struggle is a blessing. So sometimes when you're going through
Ooh.
something and you're really struggling to get through it, you don't realize that at the end, like looking back on it maybe a few months later or a year later, you realize that it was actually a blessing disguised as a struggle. So
Oh.
for example, I was flying from, I think I told you this story before, but that's like the latest struggle that I have. I was flying from Barcelona back to Bosnia, and at like 10 o'clock at night, they kept saying, oh, the flight is delayed to 11. Then the flight was delayed to midnight. Then the flight was delayed until 1. And then they said the flight is delayed until 7:30 the next morning, or they said 8:30 actually. But they put us up into a hotel. And I was so frustrated and so upset because my uncle was coming to pick me up, and he has to drive an hour and a half to the border. So like I always had to keep texting him like, don't leave yet, don't leave yet, don't leave yet. And it was just this constant struggle of like, when are we going to leave? And so they put us up in a hotel. And as it happens, the next morning I arrived because the flight they told me is at 8:30. Our flight is gone. It has already left. They changed the flight overnight to 7:30, and about 25 of us just missed it because they told us don't come until 8. Like the flight is at 8:30. So
Yes.
the flight was gone, and here I was stuck in Barcelona like not knowing when the next flight is. It was Monday morning. Then they said they're not going to be able to fly us out until Tuesday morning. And I was like, what? Like, I don't want to leave on Tuesday afternoon. Like, that's not going to work for me. And so this entire time we're struggling and we're talking to them for like 4 hours with nothing to eat, with like no money for food, no money for drinks. We're just sitting there miserable, waiting, and like, oh, we're going to get you a hotel. We're going to get you a hotel. And then finally they got us a hotel at like 12:30, and it was a 5-star hotel. This
Oh.
so nice. It had 2 pools. They paid for all the food, all the transportation, and the hotel. And there was the blessing, right? Like, so I still got to Bosnia just 2 days late, but I got to experience something really nice. So the entire time when I was like fighting it, I was like in this constant like my mood was very angry, and I was upset and sad and angry, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know when we were going to leave. And the entire time the universe was trying to bless me, I just didn't know it. So I think when you're going through something hard, while you are so upset and you're in it, just think about the end result. Like, think about like how everything that's happened to you in the past has always been a blessing.
Yeah.
I think that was the lesson that I learned.
Oh, that's so cool and true. Like in the end, everything will make sense.
Yes,
Even though it makes no sense right now, like in the end, it will always make sense.
So true. And I got $400 out of it because I complained, and you're able to file a complaint for the flight delay, and they gave me $400. So look at all the blessings that I got out of that struggle that I was like miserable in. So, like, always look at all your past experiences and see how they have helped you and shaped you in life, because most of the time they were blessings.
Yeah, and also I spoke about this before, like see crisis as an opportunity. Sometimes we are in the middle of a crisis and we think that our life is over, you are never going to get a better job and stuff like that. When in reality, it's just the universe giving you an opportunity to do something different, or to do what you actually want to do. So yeah, I love it. The struggle is a blessing. You never know what's going to come after. I love it. I love it. It's so cool. Okay, you ready for my second one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to think about the order, I want to go crescendo. Okay, so my second one is that it is okay to ask for help.
Oh, I like that. I love that.
A lot of people struggle with that. I struggled with that like for a long time. I didn't know how to. I was very uncomfortable when I had to ask for help. I felt that I was weak because I was asking for help, because I was this person who was supposed to be strong all the time. And I also would like to add that it is okay to ask for help. And if you don't have help the first time, don't give up and ask for someone else to help you. Because if you need that help, don't give up. Because I had a story that I just shared with you before we started recording, and I asked someone for help and this person didn't listen, but I still needed that help. So I wish I could have the mentality that I have now and just go the other way and look for someone who could actually help me. There is nothing wrong about asking for help. Actually, you need to be really strong to be able to ask for help. I'm not talking about to ask favor, every time you need, I don't know, an apple. But when you really, when you're struggling, ask for help. And actually, people love helping. If you want to make a friend, ask for help, because this person will be your friend forever. People love to help. It's scientifically proven. And doesn't mean that you are weak, doesn't mean like that you are someone that doesn't know how to do stuff. Like, no one is perfect. We, in a certain moment of life, we are going to need help. So allow yourself to ask for help now and then. Start with little things. I always say start with little things that you feel kind of comfortable, and then turn it up a little bit, and then start asking for help when when you're suffering, when you encounter some difficulties in life. Just ask for help. It's human,
Mm-hmm.
and most of the people will help you. So if you
Yeah.
have bad luck and you find one person who doesn't help, well then
Mm-hmm.
okay, that's too bad for them. Just go for another person.
It's so funny that was yours because mine is that when you need help, the universe sends you people to help you.
Oh, me like it.
So
Okay.
it's funny because it goes exactly with what you were saying, asking for help.
Yeah.
For me, I had to go to the hospital in India and I had to stay for about 10 days. And when you're there, you need to have a companion. And the companion is there with you so that they can get the medicine for you. They can go take you to different tests. They can go get stuff that you need because when you're there and you're in bed, you can't get up. So you're just confined to the bed for 10 days. So you really need someone, a companion. And unfortunately, I didn't have anyone that could go with me. So all the people in my room, because we're staying in a room with 10 other people, helped me. There was like the person that was next to me, she helped me make the bed. Then the daughter
Oh.
of another patient would take me to my MRIs. Another patient companion went and bought my medicine for me, and then he didn't even want money for it because it was so cheap. He's like,
Oh.
no, I just, this is for you. And then there was people that were bringing me water or food. So everybody, even though I didn't know anyone at the time and I was all alone in a foreign country, here are people that are complete strangers that are helping me because they know that I need help and I have no one else to help me. So that was very special, and I will always be so thankful and grateful for all those people. And I remember like I was doing some things and I couldn't go get dinner, and another man went and got me dinner. Like he took my plate, he went and got dinner, and then he came and set it down next to my bed. And that just warmed my heart so much because it showed me that when you are in dire need of help, the universe is going to send you people that will help you.
Yes, and it's so, you see, as I told you, like people they love to help.
Yes.
People love to help. People love to be useful. Like
Mm-hmm.
you want to help, right? So if someone is in need, you are going to help. I will do the same thing. So if you ask for help, the other person is just like you, and most of the times you will get the help you need. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
sometimes this reminds me of when we have projects and we have no idea how the
Mm-hmm.
project is going to happen. And I would like to say, like, just ask for what you want, you will
Mm-hmm.
get what you need.
Mm-hmm.
And usually when you want to do something and you are very passionate about something, the right people, they will show up, they will
Yeah.
come to your life just like
Mm-hmm.
that. So like the two of us, I think we are like a clear example of that, because
Yes.
there are so many things that we want to do that are so similar.
Yes.
You want to write a book, right? I do want to write a book as well. I was thinking about hosting a retreat for so long, and then I
Mm-hmm.
was too lazy to do it on my own. And here you are, and it's
Yeah.
like, and it's crazy that we came together,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Mm-hmm.
that's basically what happens in your life. Like, so if you want something, just ask for the thing. Don't
Yes.
worry about the how, the who, because everything will come your way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very true. But the main thing is like ask
Yes.
for it. Like the same thing with like the what you said, ask for help. You have to ask the universe for it, and then the universe will give it to you. And you have to be very specific with what you want. Remember my honey story? Honey all over the bed, all over the money. Watch that. It was in another
Yes.
podcast. I don't remember which one, but
Which one? We have to look it up.
I
Okay. I'm
don't
gonna.
remember which one it was. But basically, I wanted more sweetness in my life. And then I came home and I put my bag on the bed, and the jar of honey broke, and there was sweetness all over my life.
There you go. The universe always gives you what you want.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Okay. And we're going to the last one already. I don't
Yes,
want
it
this
goes
to be
fast.
over. It goes very fast. Okay. So my last lesson is the journey is never done.
Oh, I like that.
I
Okay.
mean, life is an ongoing process. It's not like, okay, I'm 50, I have been through everything and this is done. Like, it never ends. It never
Mhm.
ends. You will always have something to work on. I
Mhm.
should ask, and that's okay. Yeah, the
Yeah.
journey is never done, and that's okay.
Mhm.
You will always have something to work on. You will always, life will throw things at you.
Mhm.
And if you have been working on some things, then you are going to be ready to work
Mhm.
on another things. So this journey will continue. People will come in and out of your life. Situations will change. We will change. I love the idea of not labeling myself too much and allow myself to change, because like, look at me now. I would never ever think that I would be where I am right now, like
Yeah.
emotionally, you know. And here I am and doing the stuff that
Mhm.
I'm doing. Like,
Mhm.
you
It's true. You
know,
never know where the journey's gonna take you.
you never know. And it's not done. And sometimes in the, you know, in the personal development world, there is this idea that here is what you have got to do, and then we sometimes, and probably I do this without realizing, we get this idea that you do this and you're done. Well,
Mhm.
you do this and you are done with this specific situation. Maybe
Right.
it can, you know, come up again to haunt you, but to haunt you, not to hunt you.
Yeah. Mhm.
Or maybe hunt you. I don't know. Are you done with that? Are you done with that? I don't know. But yeah, it is never done. And
Yeah.
I made this mistake, but not for so long, because then I realized that I had to learn this lesson. But I did come to a time where I was like, yeah, I'm done. You know, I know everything, and it's not like you are never done. You are never over.
Mhm.
That's why I make myself meditate every single day, because
Mhm.
and we talk about this so many times, to have grounding practices and everything,
Yes.
because it's not like you meditated for a month and you're good to go, or you went on a retreat and you're good to go. Like, no, it is an ongoing process. And I think it's good for us to just accept it, because life will throw things at you, and sometimes you're going to realize that you actually didn't overcome something,
Mhm.
and that may come as a surprise. But you know what,
Mhm.
that's life. Like, life is not constant and is changing,
Yes.
and we are here to learn. And this only for me, it doesn't finish, but it only finishes when you die, your body, at least.
Yeah.
I think that my soul will continue doing whatever. um
Yeah.
but yeah.
It's funny because again, mine goes with yours,
Yay.
and
Okay.
it's pretty much that time heals all wounds.
Mm.
For a while, a couple of summers ago, I was living in my apartment, and I was my project just ended, so I didn't have a job. I found out that I had an autoimmune disease and that there's no cure for the disease, and I was going through a breakup with a friend, and so it was all really like hard for me, and all I was doing was crying all the time, and I didn't think that I was going to get past that. Like I thought that feeling was going to last forever, of just feeling like a loser and alone and lonely and not having anyone to talk to. Uh, but what helped me was yoga. So I threw myself into my yoga practice, and I was practicing yoga like twice a day, every day for like weeks. And that, sometimes I would like cry on my mat, but it really helped me, like, and something that I learned from that is that you will get past that. You will find another job, you will make new friends, you will find another partner, you will get healthy again. You just have to get through that event that's happening, that because when you're going through it, you feel like it's never going to end. Like you feel like there's no end in sight, there's no light at the end of the tunnel, that the tunnel seems forever and you're just stuck in, and
Mm.
you're walking in this tunnel uphill. But the light does come, and then, and that's what helps you is looking back at your life and looking at all the struggles that you've been through and seeing how you overcame all of them. So for
Wow.
me, time heals all wounds. It's just knowing that it's going to take some time.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes we just need to hold on for a little bit, and so things are not as intense. And
Yeah.
you mentioned yoga, and it's so beautiful. Like when we move, our energies
Hmm.
move with us.
Yes.
And yoga is our go-to practice. We are both yoga teachers, and we love yoga. And we're
Yes.
not only teachers, we actually practice, you know. I
Yes.
practice more than I teach, actually.
Hmm.
So yeah, so moving your body and
Hmm.
having your grounding practices, and it's so cool. I think that the best thing about this personal growth thing is not that you are like cured forever, but you have so many
Right.
tools that help you in the process of just being
Hmm.
alive.
Hmm.
And it's so good that you have this thing that, okay, I'm going to this tough time, let me do yoga, you
Right.
know. It's like most of the times, or a lot of times, I don't know, people would be like, okay, I'm going to this tough time, let me lay in bed and cry. But you said, you
Exactly.
know what,
I did a
let
lot of
me,
that too.
but which is okay,
Yeah.
but it has to come. I mean, I do have kind of a deadline for my depressive moments, because
Really? I've
then,
never heard of that.
yeah,
That's
because
a good
you
one.
know, I have one thing that it's just like, I can't be mad for long,
Okay.
and I can't be depressed for long. I'll be like,
Mhm.
I'm tired.
Mhm.
I get tired of myself. I get mad at myself. I'm like, okay, just shut up. Let's do
Mhm.
something. Get
Mhm.
yourself together, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like this. And sometimes I do have a deadline. Like, girl, if you have been crying for 3 days, I think that's cool. You know, you
Mhm.
can have 1 month. It is up to you.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if it's very bad, you know, I allow myself break up.
Mhm.
Okay, let's cry
Mhm.
for 3 days. No, but I cry. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm like, I'm gonna cry this shit out of me. And I do cry. But then, dude, let's go. Let's move. Let's, you know, even if it is
Yeah.
starting slowly, I do. And I love the idea that we need to move, because when you are
Yes.
anxious, when you are depressed, movement is everything.
Yeah. Joel Osteen, he's a religious teacher here that lives in America, and he says a setback is just a setup for comeback. And
Hmm.
it's so true because a lot of times when you lose something, something better comes along. And out of that, I was able to get a new job, new friends, and it really just allowed me to pack up and go to India and live there for 2 years. And that was something that I love. And if none of that had happened, I might not have done that. And so you never know what events need to transpire in your life just to
Yes.
get you on the right road.
Yeah, it is true. And every time I think about situations, like I had this entertainer job that I loved, and all of a sudden we were all fired because a big company
Mm,
was taking over the hotel, and I was
yeah.
like so sad because. But if I haven't lost that job, I don't know. I don't know what would happen to me, because this situation caused me to move cities here in
Mhm.
Tenerife and get better jobs, start doing what I wanted, meet people,
Mhm.
meet my actual boyfriend. You
Yeah.
know, there's just like so many things that I don't know if they would, we never know, who knows. But
Uh-huh.
it caused me
Mhm.
to do everything that I'm doing right now.
Mhm.
It was after this moment, you know.
Mhm.
And as you
Mhm.
said, in the moment it's like it's gonna last forever,
Yeah.
like you feel so bad. but that's a great lesson.
Do you ever notice that maybe like sometimes you're on your path and you veer off the path, like you go off of what you're supposed to be doing, and then if some event happens in your life to like be like no and forces you back onto your path? Does it ever
Oh
happen to you?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
a lot. It happens
Mhm.
to me a lot. It forces me like to do things differently.
Yes.
Like it's like, is that you, Erica? Is that what you're supposed to do? Like, okay, let me just back up a little bit and some things like.
Uh-huh. It's true.
And yeah, it is totally true. And one more thing, remember, when you ask for things, sometimes the people and the situations in your life, they don't go along with the things that you
Yes.
asked. Some
Mhm.
So you know, you may lose some things
Yeah, you have to be
on the way. Get prepared, get
yeah.
ready.
I think a lot of times we want something, but we don't realize what that entails and what it will take to get what we want. And maybe that
Yeah.
that entails you becoming a completely different person, or
Yeah.
being with different people, or maybe even moving cities.
Yeah. It's true. You have got to be willing.
You're
Or
right.
the
You have to be willing
universe
to
will.
change.
Yes, you have got to be willing to change. I love our last lessons, our biggest lessons, because they kind of. I was afraid that I needed more lessons,
Mhm.
but I think we did a good job because we keep going
Yes.
back to the lessons.
Mhm.
And yeah, it
I
was
liked
very
all of them.
interesting. Yeah, can you repeat your list?
Sure. So my list was that a struggle is a blessing,
Mm-hmm.
time heals all wounds, and when you need help, the universe sends you people to help you.
Okay, my list was you can change if you want to. It is okay to ask for help. If you didn't have help the first time, ask for help again until you get it. And the last one, the journey is never done, and that's totally okay.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, woohoo! Okay, everybody, I really hope that you loved this episode as much as we loved recording it because I had tons of fun. I just loved it. And leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all that funny stuff. Those funny
And
stuff.
let us know what your life, what were your life lessons. We'd love to hear from you. Like, what happened in your life that made you learn your new lessons?
Where should they email us?
Yes, email us or comment on YouTube.
Yeah, chai with us at Gmail. No, chai with us. Okay.
Podcast.
Oh my God. Episode number 25. I don't know our email. Chai with us podcast at gmail.com. You know where to
Good
find
job.
us.
Yes.
Okay, everybody. Namaste. Take good care of yourselves.
Bye. Namaste.
Bye.